All right, everybody. So here's another quick tip. Um, so, and this may not apply to big companies or a company that has a sales force, all that stuff, but this is why I like being small. I pretty much have everything in my head. Uh, Not everything, but I kind of know what I've got going on. And I like it that way. So if you're that kind of a company, then this is a good tip for you. All right. So, like I said before, I drive my rig to the estimates. I have one thing in mind to close that deal and to do that deal, especially if I'm not too busy or if I'm going to do an estimate after my day's done and if there's enough sunlight, I will try to close that job and do that job right then because you'll never make more money than the first trip you go out. So there's certain minimum costs that's you incur by coming home and then the next day getting in your truck, driving to the estimate, giving an estimate, and then saying, "Well, I'll give you an estimate in a couple of hours and or tomorrow, and then we can figure it out," which is okay. But now you've got to go out on the second trip to do the job. So I try to close that job, especially if it sounds on the phone, a small job. And if I get on the job and I'm like, oh, I don't have enough daylight or I don't have enough time, that's one thing. But if I see that job and I go, I can get this done before the sun goes down, or I've got nothing to do except this job, I will try to close that job right then. Let's say, Mr. Homeowner, to do, your house wash and clean them gutters up and blah, 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 whatever your sales pitch is. And that's going to be $450. And you think we can do business on that price? And yeah, that sounds pretty good. I said, how about right now? I'm pretty busy the rest of the week, but I could do it right now. And most of them will say, well, if you want to do it, go ahead. You know that, an hour or two, you'll be done. So I've done a ton of those that way. I go out, my mindset's close the job, do the job, and then just come home because you'll make more money on that first trip than to come home, do an estimate, go back out the next day or a week later. You don't give the customer time to call Billy Bob down the road because you heard that he's been washing houses for $99, and all of a sudden he goes, I don't want you to do it. So give a fair price so you can do it right now and do it, get your money, you're done.